Hi, this is Mike again. This is my update on the 2003 Jaguar X308 model. I got this car probably about 2 years now. It's running on my 2 years anniversary. As you can see, it's the, I guess Jaguar calls this the carnival red color Jaguar X308 model. This is the XJ8, the long version L. It's got the extended rear, which means lots of more rear leg room with this car. This has been an interesting journey with this car because I actually haven't driven it that much. I probably put around maybe maybe three maybe 2,500 miles, just shy of 3,000 miles on the car since I got it. The mileage on the car is 200 and what is it now? Well, I don't have it. It's about 228,000 miles on it. I got this car from a dealer who I think bought this car at an auction. When I got this car, it's real interesting. I got this car at a pretty good price because I think he thought the transmission was going. And of course, if you know anything about these cars, you know that when the batteries are at a very low voltage, it will throw a lot of codes, which includes transmission codes. And you could be mistaken to think that the transmission is bad. Well, this ZF 6-speed, 5 or 6-speed transmission is in very good shape. It shifts smoothly. It's got no issues at all. Ever since I changed it to a full voltage H8 battery, the transmission's been running real smooth. I have not, excuse the planes, I live quite close to an airport. I have not changed the transmission fluid as I probably should do pretty soon. That's because I haven't driven the car that much. But I have done some rudimentary servicing on the car, which included doing a basic oil change in the last 2,850 miles that I have. I also changed the coils, the 8 coils, and I changed the spark plugs. I used NGK iridium spark plugs, which seem to run really well with this car. One thing that I did do, which I wasn't sure how well that would work, is I bought the coils off of it was either Amazon or eBay, and they were not OEM coils. They were, I guess you could call them knockoff coils, but they had a pretty good reviews, which I said I'd take a risk, and so far so good. I've run those coils for the last maybe 6 months, and they run as smooth as anything. So I probably at some point I might put the link with which I bought those. My guess is if I can get at least, I'm thinking I could get at least 2 years, maybe a couple more thousand miles out of those coils, and I probably wouldn't have done so badly considering the cost of getting the other coils. You can see I still have this issue here, which is the struts. My front struts definitely need changing. I have bought those parts. I've got the mounts, and I have all the struts as well. Just haven't installed them yet. One problem that I did have with this car since the last time I did a video, it started overheating, and I wasn't sure what was going on. I had coolant just leaking all over the place. I did a lot of research. First, I thought it was the valley hose. Checked all the hoses. If you know anything about these cars, you know that the hoses can be pretty brittle. And this car does generate a lot of heat. I think that's just specific to this engine, not that there's anything wrong with the car itself. I did end up replacing this guy here, this little guy here. Change that. and that didn't, make a difference. And I figured, well, what else do I do? So turned out there's an expansion tank. It's a white tank. I can't seem to be able to show it to you guys, but it's somewhere under here on the side, and it's white. And that's what I ended up replacing because it had a crack in it. And what was happening was, with that leak, with that crack, it was causing maybe a loss of pressure. But I ended up changing that. I also changed the thermostat housing as well, and that seemed to solve my problem. And I've been running this car for the last 2 months with absolutely no overheating issues, and the engine is running absolutely perfect. So in terms of reliability, gotta put this back. In terms of reliability, she has been, I would give her a B plus so far, considering the mileage I have on her, 228,000 miles. I would say give this car a B plus in terms of reliability. Oh, the other thing I did, I changed this wiper, single wiper blade, real easy. I bought that at Walmart. The other thing I need to do, and I've ordered the leather patch. I noticed that this here has been pulling out. I'm gonna find a way to put that back in. And also my seats, my Connolly leather driver's part of the seat is going apart, so I've got to get that fixed, get the right color patch. Otherwise, the leather inside is pretty good, stood up pretty well. Back leather hardly gets sat in, so that's real nice as well. The sunroof works pretty good. I can, as you can see, some parts of the headliner is not really. There was a patch job that was done by the prior owner at the back there. I'm probably not going to mess with that, nor will I mess with this part here. I'm just going to, ride this car. The only things I'm going to fix on the interior are this over here with a nice little patch. My radio is not working, so I do have a replacement radio, which I intend to install sometime this week. When I got the car, my air conditioning was not working. All I had to do was put some additional Freon, and that seemed to fix that. Let's see. Got a lot of stuff in my trunk. Look at the rear of the car. I've got historic plates in this car. I have a lot of spare parts that I've just bought along the way for this car. These trunk struts are gone. I have bought them, I just have not installed them yet. So once I do, the trunk will stay up like it's supposed to. I'm supposed to change my brakes. The brake discs are okay, but my brakes are pretty much going. Over time, I've bought parts that's my radio that I'm going to replace. I've just been buying parts that I think could go. I have an alternator here. Somewhere in here I have a water pump. I think I have some other stuff here as well. So I've gotten stuff for this car that I know could probably go at any point in time. And CD there still works. I've tested it out. It does work pretty good. Of course, as you guys know, this is where the battery of this car is. I've got a big old H8 battery in there. I got a Walmart one, and so far it's been pretty decent. Trunk space here is not fantastic, but it's adequate. Paint seems